guys? It's Victoria Grant here, your personal development coach and author, and welcome to another episode of Victory Granted TV. Now, today's topic is all about the ultimate glow up after the breakup, right? However, before we get into that, can I just say this? Way too many of you are staying in unhealthy relationships, you've heard me say it before, that are just not serving you, okay? And the reason that you're doing this is because you're stuck in a comfort zone. And if this sounds like you, then like, share and subscribe right now, because obviously you're not the only one and someone needs to hear this, okay? It's a new day and I want you to be courageous and face those fears of being single. You can't grow in your comfort zone, ladies. There's no room, and I don't want you to be on this planet living your second or even third best life, right? With a man that you know has no business and does not deserve being in your bed. I want you to experience everything you came for, and that's your ultimate best, the highest expression of who you are, and to fulfill your great potential. If you're currently in a situation where you know you deserve more, then please step out of your own shadow, queen. It really is your time to shine, okay? Now let's get into this video. So for those of you who are currently in the breakup stage, right? I'm guessing that you've been in a relationship. Probably there were some promises made and broken, and the future that you planned is no more with that person for whatever reason. Right? So one of you or both of you have now decided to call it a day. Cool. The deeper you are involved with this person, then the more difficult a breakup might seem. And I mean that if you've got children or a business or a house together, yeah, your friends might be his friends. So there could be some really valid reasons why you can't simply just call it a day, say deuces, and never see the dude again. It's complicated. However, even when this is the case, you have got a duty of care to yourself to heal, to be happy, and to glow up. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't feel pain or anger or any other emotion after a breakup, but here's the thing, don't let it drag, because the longer that you hold on to these lower level emotions, the more of an effect that they start to have on your well-being. You don't want to be that bitter woman with a chip on her shoulder thinking that every man is the same, or that you're not worthy of love and something must be wrong with you. And the sooner that you realize everything happens for you and not to you, yeah, for you and not to you, then the quicker you can become a victor instead of a victim. Your life at the end of the day is just a series of beliefs, actions and thoughts. So train your mind to always believe things that serve your happiness and not your pain. And this goes for every area of your life. You've heard me say it before, right? You're the creator of your life. So never spend too much time focusing on, number one, things that you can't change or you have no power over, and a breakup is one of them, yeah? And number two, things that don't uplift you. And this includes your thoughts, emotions, people and places. If they're not serving you any longer, replace them with more empowering ones. And this is why I find it so important, for me personally, to have a faith in something other than myself. A higher power, a god, a goddess, universe, creator, whatever you choose to call it. Because I believe, in fact I know, okay, and I want you to know as well, that if someone has been removed from your life, then it's because their purpose has been served. They came to show you more of who you are. So take the lesson as the blessing, and just know that if that space has been made available, someone better is coming for you, okay? And like I said, the quicker you realize all of this and you don't dwell and let it drag, then the sooner that the new person will appear. Okay, so now you've got your mindset together. The next thing that I recommend doing after a breakup, so you can begin the ultimate glow up, if you're not doing it already, is to start a healthy eating and exercise journey. And the reason that I think this is so vital is because healthy food is great fuel for your body and your mind, and exercise creates optimum performance for your body and also your mind. So the two of these together will make sure that you can continue to think your empowering thoughts to give you drive and energy to keep going, so you don't slump into depression, right? You can keep on working on your goals and aspirations, and As well as this, obviously, you'll look amazing too. Health is wealth, and you really do need to take yours so seriously if you want to operate fully as your best self. And that is what a glow up is. When you glow and your head's high and you're meeting all your targets and you're acting with integrity, right? You say you're going to do something, you do it. No procrastinating, like you're on job. And other people start to notice that and they want to know your secret. This vessel that we've been gifted at birth, our bodies, they work best when they're looked after from the inside out. Like, it's nothing that you haven't heard. Lots of water, fresh food, stretching, movement daily. And it's also easier for you to focus on the things that you enjoy when you're feeling amazing. And that's ultimately what we're here for, to create and manifest moments and things that we enjoy. The more you do the things you love and you live out your dream life, then the happier and more fulfilled that you'll be. So get excited in every moment. Exercise, enjoy it. Pick healthy foods. Chomp down, love them. Now, another thing that I always do after a breakup is delete and block that person's number. Now, there will be times when this won't be possible. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you have some ties together, cool. Otherwise, block, delete and ghost. And here's why, ladies. You don't want to feel tempted when you get yourself together and you start feeling all forgiving, or maybe you're even still vulnerable, right? You don't want that guy to have any access to you whatsoever. For a catch up, no. To reminisce, no. And definitely not for a booty call. No, no, no. Sometimes when we break up with people and we get over the initial shock of the breakup and the thoughts
of who does he think he is, doesn't he know who I am, I can get anyone, etc.
we start to heal. And then all the crazy stuff that happened in that relationship gets put to the back of our minds and we only remember the good stuff, right? No, wrong. This is a trap, ladies, and the number one reason that you have to block. There's no free passes or comebacks. An ex is an ex for a reason, and even if you forgot that reason or it starts to seem trivial now, something made you two break up. So no bring backs, like keep it pushing. He's probably heard about the new you by now as well, yeah, the glow up version, and he wants in. He wants to come back around, and who wouldn't? You're banging, right?
And trust me, ladies, they will always come back sniffing around. It's in their DNA.
Even if it's them who ended it. But this is nothing more than a test for you to ask yourself at that point if you've really glowed up from the inside out. Yeah? And are you confidently living in belief as the new woman you've decided to be? Or are you still holding on to some of the old beliefs and patterns, wondering if this guy deserves another chance? Because let me tell you this, 9 times out of 10, if you decide to take him back, nothing's changed. Like, he's still the same dude, and the things that caused you to break up in the first place will just come creeping back around like he did. So stay woke, ladies. Okay, so you got your mindset right, your body's on point, and you know that under no circumstances whatsoever will you be taking this dude back, right? So what else is left for the ultimate glow up after the breakup? Well, I know that for me, I love to create. I'm always working on some sort of creative endeavor, whether it's working on a YouTube video for you guys, or singing, doing hair, or just designing something. And when you're in a relationship, it can sometimes take away precious time from the things that you know you should be working on. And so a massive part of the glow up is to find your flair, ladies, yeah? Your passions. Whatever you love to do, just throw yourself into that and create. And if you don't yet know what that is, just think of the thing that when you're doing it, time just flies by, okay? Because that in itself is a clear indication of your bliss. Lastly, the most important thing that I want to mention is that if you're not where you need to be financially or want to be, then this is a period of time to level up in that area, right? If you were probably raised by parents who grew up in sort of the 60s and 70s, then a lot of the time their views towards how a relationship should be and the dynamics between a man and a woman, it's going to be a bit outdated, and they might be beliefs that you've now taken on. Like, in that era, women weren't legally allowed to deal with finances when it came to mortgages, loans and bank account management, etc. Like, that was a man's domain, and because of this, women were a lot of the time left in the dark and stranded financially, by their husbands who were making some kind of really dodgy financial, agreements and decisions in both of their names, and risking huge amounts of money as well sometimes. And even then, women were taught to just shut up and follow your man's lead. He's the head of the house and, he controls the cash, right? But times have changed, ladies. And thankfully, we can control our own money and call the shots and decide how much we desire, where we want to spend it, invest it, save it, right? So this is something that you also need to, start taking charge of for the glow up to be real. This is what takes a glow up to an ultimate glow up. Learning financial literacy, wealth creation, building your brands, launching your businesses, and new ways to earn extra cash. I've done a video on the best side hustles in 2020, so please do watch that if you need some good ideas for making some extra income. But just go out and learn about finances and know exactly what you need to live a comfortable and free life for you, whatever your own standards are, an amount that will ensure you're able to be self-sufficient and not to think that you ever have to rely on anyone other than yourself to give you the lifestyle that you deserve to become, accustomed to. And by creating that kind of life for yourself, it's going to take a whole lot more to impress you when it comes to meeting someone the next time around, because you would have raised the bar so high. I just know that you can be even more amazing after a breakup, right? Better than you were before, 1,000,000%. As long as you choose to just focus on you, focus on your strengths, your goals, and stay determined to create your best life. You kind of owe it to yourself, don't you think? Leave me a comment below if you've been through a breakup that transformed your life. Did you use any of the tips that I've mentioned? Did you do something else to get through it? Don't forget to share this video as well and just help someone else who might be going through a rough patch right now with a breakup. This could be the message that they need to hear. So be that savior and help uplift someone else today. If you like this video, smash like, give it a big thumbs up, and if you loved it, just subscribe. Click the notification bell so you always know when I upload new episodes. You're amazing and the world really is yours. Be the intentional, powerful creator that you were born to be. And remember, diamonds are built under pressure. Once again, I'm Victoria Grant, and until next time, take care.